Welcome back. You're not gonna like what's gonna happen now.
If Smiley's really sweet on you, you won't say no to a date with you.
Ugh.
What? You want me to go out with Smiley?
That's the idea.
Jack, it's out of the question. I don't have any intention of going out with him just to do you a favor.
Calm down. You won't have to go out with him. You just have to make sure that he comes here.
What do you mean?
Do you have a telephone upstairs?
Yes.
Okay. Call him and tell him to come to the joint. When he gets here, say you have to go put some makeup on your face or any other thing.
What?
And go upstairs and call my office. You have the number. Then I'll take care of Smiley.
Can't you go out with that thug?
Greta, if this wasn't the only way I have to get into Little Peninsula and figure out who that girl is, I would never ask you.
Damn it, Jack. You now owe me 2 favors.
So I guess I'll buy you dinner twice.
You'll have to do a lot more than buy me dinner twice to pay off your debt.
I'll find a way. Call Smiley. I'll wait for the call in my office.
Okay.
Alright. Back to
Good.
the office.
This must... Hello?
Jack.
Is Smiley there?
Yes.
Typical.
He's downstairs. I came up with the excuse of putting my makeup on, but...
Did he come?
Yes, he's alone.
Okay.
Jack, hurry up.
I'm coming. I better head for the...
As always, with a potential danger situation, we save. Plus, I
Here's
always get
Smiley.
worried about a potential crash. That would make me lose progress.
Detective, what brings you here?
I saw the joint was open, and I thought I'd pop in.
I'm afraid it won't be open long, though, since Miss Reed accepted my invitation for this evening.
Congratulations, Smiley. Now, besides being a crook, you've become a lady killer.
You aren't jealous, are you?
Jealous of what?
Come on, Detective.
I guess she prefers a man of your stature.
You're right. I don't think that your detective's license gives you that luxury, does...
Doesn't look like it. Do you know a place called Little Peninsula?
No.
Damn snake. A nice hook to his solar plexus, and I could get into... but I can't risk it. Do you know a certain Edward Marzetti?
Marzetti? No, I've never heard the name.
Don't play the fool, Smiley. I know you work for him.
I don't know where you got that information, but it's not true, Detective.
See?
Goodbye.
It's time to...
We're not...
Darn it. That would have been a good one.
No, it doesn't make it... I don't see it. No, it doesn't... I think... Blueberry juice. In all the time I've known him... Me, drink blueberry... Maybe a little booze.
Aha! Take a swig.
I've never seen anyone let their guard down so much with just a little... Let's see what he has with him. Smiley had a few bucks and this piece of paper with him. The Art of Chess by Humphrey DeForest. I better remember it. And I've never seen it.
Alright.
Ah.
Six.
We see.
Right.
There's no but maybe.
So now we go up to the thing, and we're gonna get in.
Yes?
Hi.
Hello.
I reserve
Can you please...
The Art of Chess by Humphrey de Forest.
Ah, hi, Mr. Lowerstein. I'll get the door immediately.
Ah,
So is this how
prohibition.
bookstores work? I have to start going to bookstores. It looks like they're less boring than what they say. I admire how bad taste is just everywhere in this joint. Even the paintings show a complete lack of taste. A young, attractive...
Hello, sir. Do you want...
Yes, I'll have a whiskey.
Sorry.
You don't have whiskey?
We only make cocktails here. We have more than 50, and they're all great. If I may, I'd suggest you order an orange gin.
I bet that's one of those cocktails that has an orange slice, ice, and a little umbrella.
An orange slice, ice, and a nice little umbrella.
I hate umbrellas when it rains, let alone in a drink.
Whatever you want.
Anyway, I'm looking for Edward Marzetti.
Ah,
I just have to talk business with him.
I see.
Why is the stage empty?
It's just a matter of time. Charlotte's show will start soon.
What's it about?
She's the club's main attraction. She's a belly dancer, and when she performs, there's never a free table.
Belly dancer. Where can I
Ah,
Do you know when?
unfortunately, I don't.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I was gonna say prohibition, but there's the Red Julep is a bar. Julep. The Red Tulip is a bar.
I better ask. Well, look here. That's Howard, the older beau of little Susan Weber.
Oh.
Hello again.
Hi. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I better ask. I admire how... Except for a bottle of gin, there isn't anything that looks like real. The word kitchen. Going for no reason into the kitchen of an illegal...
I wonder what makes this joint illegal.
It's a silver cigarette. This junk will cost it. Our dear... Hi.
Hi, with whom do I have the pleasure?
Better use a fake name. I'm Kennel Riley.
Oh, and tell me, Riley, are you one of those detectives that always goes around with a gun in their coat?
I hate guns. They just help certain detectives to feel more macho when they would be better off changing jobs instead.
Fascinating. Let me introduce myself. I'm Howard Paul.
Howard Paul, film producer. It looks like a field where there's a lot of money to make.
Oh, but of course the real goal is to make art.
Which, I guess, makes you an artist.
You could say that.
Ah, look at that fake talking.
What type of movies do you produce?
Obviously ones that sell well. Adventure, mystery, love stories. The genre doesn't matter. What matters is that it sells. And, not to brag, but I never produced a film that didn't sell well. You must have seen The Night of the Falcon, right?
I must have missed it. I'm not a big fan of the movies.
I can assure you that you're one of the few who didn't see it. The critics considered it to be one of the best movies of the last 10 years. You know, it's about a detective, just like you. The director did a great job with the character. He's a real gentleman. He inherited from his family a lovely castle on the Scottish hills, from Tibet to ancient Egypt. He knows how to do almost everything. A great guy.
Right. He matches with most of the detectives I know. If it weren't for a certain dyslexia due to excessive drinking, and the fact that the most luxurious place they have ever slept in was a $1 per night motel.
You're very funny, and you have the perfect face for the movies.
When I get tired of tailing cheaters and 18-year-old runaways, I'll think about it. What are you doing here?
Oh, very simple. I was here in New York to promote my latest movie, The Little King. Mr. Marsetti insisted on my being his guest for the evening since he seems to be a big fan of mine. We spoke the entire time about how cinema can open up the world.
So, you were already able to get to know Marsetti?
Certainly, an interesting guy. We just ended our chat a few minutes ago when some urgent business kept him at his office.
So, Marsetti is still at the joint.
Let me just say that we need more people like Marsetti.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I'm not a guy who worries about a little theft. It looks like...
Okay. Maybe now we can go this way.
I better ask him.
Alright.
Hello.
Hi. I heard that Marsetti's at the club.
Who told you that?
Old acquaintances.
Well, I shouldn't say it, but Mr. Marsetti is actually in the club. But he expressly asked not to be disturbed.
Miss, I just need to see your boss for a few seconds.
Oh, no. These things always end badly. A friend of mine from my cinema classes almost lost her job for something like that.
So, you study cinema.
Oh, yes. My dream is to become a big star. I love the life of a movie star.
How did you come to work here?
A friend of mine found me this job as a bartender. I wanted to say no at the beginning. But then I found out that a lot of people who work in the movies come to this club, and I thought that it might be a good way to meet someone.
Right. Knowing someone is the best way to get somewhere nowadays.
Even today.
Oh, yes. Goodbye.
We're gonna have to get her a job.
Hi, how...
Oh,
Bye. I'm not a guy...
No, maybe not.
Hello.
Hi. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Huh.
No clue. The business card. I bet that it's with this one.
Oh yes.
The business. I bet that it... This is my business card.
Howard Paul.
Oh my
film
gosh,
producer.
what a jerk.
Wow, you're a producer?
Right. A lot of people take me for an alcoholic ex-police officer.
I don't mean to offend you, but I'd have said the same thing. How
He
come
still
you're
has like
here?
blood on his lip.
I have to see Marsetti. I'm looking for some fresh faces, and I was told that he could help me.
Well, if you're a producer, I guess you wouldn't bother Mr. Marsetti. He loves the movie. And maybe you might think of me if...
Definitely.
Really?
Certainly. Going back to Marsetti.
Oh, yes. He's upstairs in the last room at the end of the hall.
Thanks.
No problem.
Certainly.
What a dick. Looks like we have one
He
more.
must be
One more problem. This guy.
Hey, beast. That grimace. His size. I've already met this guy. It's the same one that tried to take off my jaw at the port. For a second, I am frozen like a statue, waiting for him to clock me with one of those hooks. Then I think about it. The port was as dark for me as it was for him. He must not have recognized me. At least, not yet.
Oscar, let him pass.
Uh-oh. This is not good.
Come in, sit down.
Are you Edward Marsetti?
That's right, who are you?
I'm Kennel Riley. I'm a private detective.
Kennel Riley. Interesting name.
You have a good eye.
As you can guess, my family's from Italy too. My parents were from a small town near Naples. Tell me, Riley, what brings you here?
I'm just passing by.
passing by. All private detectives are always just passing by.
Right. We like to explore new places.
Come on, Riley. Let's stop faking. You're here for a reason. Which one of my customers is in trouble this time?
Sounds Australian.
Looks like you're used to this type of visit.
This is a speakeasy, Riley. It's full of damn idiots ready to fall right in for the first crook that
So
comes
it is a
by.
speakeasy.
Even
I
though
don't
access
understand,
is
though.
reserved. An evening doesn't go by that new faces don't show up, and it's not unusual for one of your colleagues to come by to ask questions about someone who should not have been here.
So, access to your joint is less restricted than it seems?
Looks like it. Only people on a specific list should come up.
Aren't you worried by how easy it is to get into your joint?
The only reason for the password at the door is to make it seem exclusive for the regulars. That's it.
I heard you're a movies fan.
Ah, I bet you've shared a few words with old Howard. That guy's a genius. You'd never think it to see him. He falls head over heels for the first woman he meets, but he has a nose for movies. He hasn't made a film that hasn't sold out.
I'm sure that the directors might have some credit, too.
Nearly all of the scripts that he has funded were, on paper, on the edge of decency, but he knew how to make the most out of them. Helped out by his financial resources, of course.
Why did you invite him?
I have money to spend lately, and I've decided to invest it in the movies. They seem to have a good business potential. I've been courting old Howard for months to finance one of his films, but he's a tough guy. He always wants to do everything by himself, but sooner or later, I'll convince him.
Aha, I know how to help.
What do you do for a living?
I have a few joints in New York and a couple in Los Angeles.
I know that you started from Little Italy.
I see you have been gathering information about me. I bought my first joint in the center of Little Italy called New Naples in honor of my hometown. There was still prohibition at the time, but with the right connections, it was easy to make money.
You're self-made, as they say.
I'm a rather determined guy, Riley. If I want something, I get it.
Talk to me about the joint.
It's one of the many joints where the New York haves come to have fun. They drink their cocktails, they hang out with a pretty girl, and the next morning they go back and wag their finger at alcoholism and prostitution as the main reasons why the city's going to the dogs.
So, your position lets you stay above all of them?
You could say that. Who do you believe governs the world?
Managing a place like this lets you have more power than the people who come here.
That's right, Riley.
I do what I can.
Ah, you're a great guy.
Right. And you should see the tattoo of the Balinese dancer that I have on my right thigh. Bye.
It's been a pleasure to talk with you, Riley. Come back to see me. I'll tell the bart you're not the kind of guy who lets...
Excellent.
Marzetti is a shrewd guy. I'll have to be very careful, but I'm sure I can find... But how can I get in there?
Let me see if I can give him...
Come in. Riley.
Bye.
Darn it, I have to do something outside of the office. I have that, that film roll. All this time I've had this film roll. Maybe I can use it with this guy.
I'm not a guy. No clue. Howard, maybe he could be helpful to get Marzetti. Hi, Howard.
Oh,
Tell me about the offer that Marzetti made you.
I understand you've also had the pleasure of speaking with Marzetti.
Yes, let's say I've had the pleasure.
He didn't send you here to convince me to accept his offer, did he?
No one sent me.
His offer is very attractive, but I usually work alone. Or worse.
So you don't plan on accepting it?
Oh no. Marzetti could offer me all the tea in China, but I'm faithful to my job and I wouldn't change it for anything.
How about some blackmail?
But
Goodbye.
I don't see...
What?
I don't see... I'm not a guy... This film roll can take...
Maybe I actually need to get it developed now. I think that's what I need to do. But I don't have a red bulb. So that could be a problem. Wait, was there a red bulb there? Or is it just a regular light? That's not interactive.
Let me... Essex.
We see.
The photographs on this film roll could... The last red light bulb I had blew up last... I can assure... Detergent? It's fine. I'm not going... There's no... Maybe it's the only... I doubt... I can't... No. I doubt I'll find... It's fine, we're...
Oh.
No clue.
No.
I don't see...
That was too stupid to consider. I don't have anything else red in my inventory.
What good?
Good.
Good.
The lamp... It's certainly not... Actually, it's not that... I'd say...
Okay, I couldn't take that apparently.
That's a crazy...
Oh, come on. It's a good idea. Take that light. It's a red light. Wait. Oh wow, she's actually not interactive right now. I think that's their way of saying she is pissed and does not want to talk to the main character, Jack. Okay.
I'm not...
I'm gonna explore every room.
There isn't any... I don't...
Alright. If there's anything that looks remotely red, I need to be able to take it. But unfortunately nothing here fits that bill.
Six...
We see.
That sign is too large to take.
That's a... The signboard. The same guys that champion prohibition times... I'd say... It's close.
Yeah?
It's right.
Of course.
Let me think about this. Maybe there's another door I haven't been able to get into. There was that one curtain that's open.
So now we know what this place is really about. It's nothing more than a whorehouse. A high-class whorehouse.
But you know what that is? A red light.
A red light. A red light. The glass cover doesn't come off.
Ah. That was very silly.
It's too hot. Yes, I should be. Good. I let it cool down. With this, the room will become...
So that there goes the handkerchief. I guess he won't be returning it. Alright, back to the apartment.
Let me guess.
At some point, he should just be like, alright, you need to pay me. Alright.
Yes, this lamp... Good. The magnifier shoots its light beam, focusing right on the photographic paper. I take the page, and then I put it in the developing liquid, then in the fastener, and finally, I rinse it with water. I let the photograph dry for a while.
Old school photography.
15 minutes, and the magic is done. Now I have a nice picture of Howard romancing with Harvey Weber's stepdaughter.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I can now take that to him and use against him. It's all coming together.
Ah.
60...
What the?
Oh wait, call box.
Yeah,
It's...
of course.
Now let's...
What do you say about these?
Well, how did you get these photographs?
Unlike in your movies, in real life, a detective spends most of his time trailing cheats or butlers with a nimble hand. I don't usually run into dead bodies or take exotic trips.
Although you
Did you
have
follow
lately.
me to blackmail me?
I'm not a blackmailer, but it looks like we have a common acquaintance, Ms. Weber.
Susan?
Right, Ms. Susan Weber. Howard looks like a pretty impressionable guy. I'll have to change slightly the reason why. Her father asked me to find her and tell him who kidnapped her.
Kidnapped her? What are you talking about?
You don't have to tell me that. He's a 6-foot-tall, 200-pound butcher. Not exactly the type of guy whom you can calm down by talking about the movies, especially if you got up close and personal with his daughter.
And you want to give these pictures to that man?
That's what I'm paid for.
I'll pay you twice as much. I'm a rich man and I can pay any amount.
Don't start emptying your pockets. I've already told you I'm not a blackmailer, but you could be helpful.
What do you want for these You aren't going to give them to some crazy, violent guy, are you?
You might be helpful for something later on. You help me, and Mr. Weber will never find out about this little matter.
Okay, I'll do whatever you want.
I have an offer for you. It looks like you're in the good graces of Marzetti, and that could be helpful.
I don't get it.
It's simple. Get Marzetti to leave his office long enough for me to take a look around.
Are you joking? I don't want any problems.
You already have problems. Having an affair with Mr. Weber's daughter wasn't a great idea, but if you do as I say, you won't have any problems.
Me? I don't know how I could help you.
You said that Marzetti was interested in your business.
Yes.
Good. Tell him that you've changed your mind. If he invites you to his office, make up something to get him to go out.
You're crazy. I'll never accept Marcetti's offer.
I don't care if you accept it or not. I just want Marcetti to leave his office. That's enough for me.
You're terrible.
Maybe you're right. Next time I see one of your movies, I'll take notes about how a gentleman detective acts. I sit at the bar, and I order what, in this joint, is called a cocktail. I see Howard passing behind me and heading upstairs, but not before tossing a malicious glance my way. Relying on that sort of producer to get Marcetti away from his office isn't a great idea, but it's the only one that comes to mind at the moment. While I wait for Howard to come back, I drink my cocktail.
Not a good idea.
Simply disgusting. There's enough sugar in it to kill a diabetic. A few sips later, I see Howard coming down the stairs. This time, Marcetti and his bodyguard are with him. It looks like that 2-bit producer actually did it, and I'm in the clear to go look around that big shot's office.
We all know
The
what
door
that
to-
means. Lock-picking time. Skipping the lock-picking time, specifically.
I'd say it's the...
Wow, I finally did it correctly. Alright.
Let's see what Marcetti...
Maybe time to save, just in case it's time sensitive.
No. That's an odd... This series of discs doesn't seem like a simple knick-knack.
Paddywhack.
And this totem definitely takes... I wonder how they could pick out... Sorry, but I must have been...
But this is connected to that, obviously.
Some spears and a closet. A series of It's temp... An issue of Upper Class. How to eat lobster properly? No. There's... I'll take...
Sure. Why not?
From the smell of it, I'd say that this glass had brandy in it.
I mean, look, it's an inventory object. That's all you can
Some
ask for.
spears and it. These windows open onto... I don't see... And this totem, I wonder how...
Let me see. What does it show on there? I don't know. There's a lot of things.
And this I wonder how... Sorry, but I must... No clue.
Oh. Okay, so spider... Spider... Six-legged spider... H... Circle with lines... H... That should be right. Oh, no, it's not. It's this one. Yes, is that correct? Thought it was. line through it, circle, trident, lightning bolt.
That's an odd...
No, go to the right. There we go. No, to the right. There. There's that trident. It's not that one. It's that one. There, jeez, that was more annoying than you'd think it was.
A safe in... I need a combination to open... I don't have time to figure it out. No clue. Good idea.
Okay, 60, 30.
I opened it.
Okay, here we go. Money!
These wads of cat. I'll take a... I'm sure it's dirty money.
Of course.
There's a note... Yes.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
This notebook must have important information in it.
It's the notebook. I tried to take a peek at it. I need to figure out how to read it. I'd better... Yeah. Slavonsky's father used to work with encryption.
You better close it now, my friend.
I don't understand these idiot producers. First he wants to talk... He just wasted my... Oscar, do you have the office keys? Damn it, I must have left them on Howard's table. I'm going to get them.
Dannazione. Howard didn't keep Marzetti away for even 10 minutes. If I tried to go out the window, I don't see why I should. Yes,
Nice transition there.
I left the office open, but I was sure that I locked it. Oscar, make sure no one disturbs me. I have to make an important call. Hello? It's Marzetti. How's the search going? You had more than 2 hours and you still didn't get anything? And who is this guy? Jack Del Nero. A private detective. Let me guess. Is he Italian? How do I know? Simple. That guy was here until 5 minutes ago. He obviously gave me a fake name. Maybe he's still in the joint. I'd better go with Oscar and ask this guy a few questions. No way! We gave you more than enough time to take care of this and you failed. And now we'll take care of it. Oscar! Let's go. We have to talk to our new friend.
Something tells me that my next conversation with Marzetti won't be as cordial as the previous one. I'd better get out of here.
Well, we better get out of here on the next episode of Face Noir, so grab a snack and we'll be right back.